Alright, you guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back. JLerone presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and fuckery. Today's video, we're going to be looking at a clip of Tommy Sotomayor. Actually, this is from last week around the 4th of July. So, O'Shea Duke Jackson did a video about Tommy saying that he got his Negro wake-up call, right? I did a reaction to it. And at the end of that video, I misspoke and said that Tommy and O'Shea had some type of beef, right? So I'm here to clear that up right now. Okay, so I do apologize for saying that. Tommy and O'Shea doesn't have a beef, but for some reason, O'Shea makes tons of videos about Tommy, right? Saying that he's a coon, that he's, had got his Negro wake up call, that he's a sellout, and all type of stuff like that. But Tommy doesn't make any videos about O'Shea. He will speak on those videos because every time one person makes a video, then you have countless of other people making pretty much the same type of video that O'Shea's making, right? But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys listen to. It was like the end of my video that he was talking about, and where I misspoke. I inadvertently said that that they had some type of beef, and like I said, I just want to clear that up. That I did misspeak on that, and yeah, there's no beef. It's just for some reason O'Shea makes tons of videos about Tommy, and yeah, it's crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and get into that. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. It's about maybe a minute or two, and then we're gonna get into the video. All right.
But I want y'all to listen to this. Let's see if this was the end of this video. Another person made a video, and this is what he came up with. Let's listen to what he said.
That was the end of that, right? So you let me know what you guys think, man. Do y'all think that Tommy got a Negro wake-up call, or again, was it just they were just being rude and disrespectful? And, in some cases they were lying, saying that he said stuff that he didn't say. But yeah, man, so it kills me. I don't understand. Like I said, I understand O'Shea as far as content creation, cause again, by him posting stuff like this about Tommy is going to drive people to his page and watch the content, and a lot of Tommy haters are going to be over there saying bad things about Tommy. But why do that and ruin this man's, his name, so to speak? All this, giving him all this bad publicity. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he's doing. He's giving Tommy a lot of bad publicity, and I don't know. Like I said, I know that there is something between O'Shea and Tommy to where they don't like each other. So right there is where I misspoke, right? I said that there's something between Tommy and O'Shea to where they don't like each other. But like I said, it's not that Tommy doesn't like O'Shea. It's just O'Shea makes a lot of videos about Tommy. So it kind of sounded, like I said, it sounded like I was saying that they had some beef, but they don't. It's just like I said before. O'Shea makes countless of videos about Tommy saying stuff like that he got his Negro wake-up call, he's a sellout, this, that, and the third, right? But yeah, I just want to point that out. And like I said, I misspoke on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, it's no beef. It's just, for some reason, O'Shea makes these type of videos about Tommy. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into the video at hand. And it's the video where Tommy was talking to Richard Spencer and a bunch of white folks on Twitter. And this is a funny part because this is actually the part that where in O'Shea's video he was saying that Tommy got his Negro wake-up call. But all Tommy did was clown these white folks on Twitter about talking in platitudes, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into that real quick, all right? And yeah. But real quick, so in case you guys don't know what talking in platitudes mean, it's just a meaningless statements, right? It's like a cliche, right? You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's all it is. It's a bunch of cliches. Like you're not as, or like when people say you're as young as you feel, and like crime does pay or crime doesn't pay. Love will always get you through. It's just something people say just to be saying something, you know, all well that ends well, you know, or everybody needs somebody, you know. So that's what they were saying. They were saying Tommy was talking in platitudes, which is like I said, just a bunch of meaningless a meaningless statement. Yeah, like I said, just a bunch of cliches you hear all the time. So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys tell me if Tommy was talking in platitudes, but the shit is funny. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share. All right, it helps the channel grow. And yeah, fair use, fair use.
Tommy, go ahead.
Hey, well, I appreciate it. Like, listen, I'm just trying to do what everybody else did. I said everybody else was having a great conversation. I thought, hey, let me jump in, especially since I was asked. That's all I've been trying to do. Haven't attacked anyone, hadn't said anything about anyone specifically. Just my idea of what we are and where we are today.
But Tommy,
and part of that is just that.
I got to know. Tommy, I got to know who you're voting for. Tell us. Come on. I'm not being serious, Tommy. Now that you said you were going to tell us, now I got to know. No, it doesn't matter. Come on. Let's move forward.
Dude. It's Trump. Come on. It's Trump.
Okay. Yeah, good. All right, let's go. I'm marking. Ignore them. Keep talking.
We're voting for Tommy, so everybody calm down.
I don't think so. He would have announced it if it was Trump.
Okay.
But thank you, sir, for voting for Biden.
No,
okay. Listen, if people aren't.
I used to. You know what? I'm gonna have to stop talking shit about black folks' spaces.
It's kind of
these white folks is just irritating.
Like, come on, like, please talk. You know, I will kick people. I don't give a shit. This is my space, so you know. Go ahead, Tommy.
It's funny. I want to take time out right now to apologize to black folks. I used to tell them, when you get in those white people spaces, they let you speak. They're not just trying to be childish. Us blacks got to be like those whites. I apologize to every black person I ever said that to. I came over here and was just trying to be very respectful like them. And for some reason, every non-comedian trying to be a comedian. It'd be great if any one of you guys were funny, but you're not. You're just irritating, which lets you know what you probably were in school.
Tommy,
and after.
Speaking platitudes, and
sir, I was just speaking. I was just speaking earlier, and you didn't let me do it. I didn't bother any of you.
Yeah, because
I was just speaking.
You're
said nothing wrong.
Like,
tell me what I said wrong.
My day, things were good.
I didn't say back in my day things were good. I literally never said that. Don't paraphrase me wrong. Most people, when they paraphrase what you said.
Do you know what the word paraphrase means?
Yes, and you can't be completely wrong like that and say I'm paraphrasing. That's called lying. They're two different things.
All right, Richard. Okay, so first off, I didn't interrupt, and I'm actually really funny. I didn't interrupt, you know, in general, I am funny. But I am trying to let you like make your, you know, I guess kind of like clear up the point for people that are misinterpreted it or like whatever. I kind of got
it was simple. The point was where we are today.
It wasn't the whites.
You're Armenian. Shut the fuck up. You're white.
It's all my fault, guys. It's all my. Just blame John. Last warning. Come on, everybody, stop talking. Come on, please. You can drop out. Come on, go ahead.
That's part of it. Where we are today. Where we are today, people don't even try to understand each other. Where it used to be a thing where you wanted to understand each other because you knew you didn't know them. There were people who never crossed certain lines. There were people who never left the state. Now you got people who get on the internet and they can talk to people from all over the world. So it becomes different. Now everybody thinks that they know everything and they talk like they know everything.
On the internet means leaving the States.
When you leave the state, you get exposed to people in different states. When you are on the internet, now you can get exposed to those same people and those same things without leaving your home. That was the point. You had to leave your home before to get exposed to different things. Now you can just sit there and get them all in one place.
No, you're not wrong on that, right? But
I'm not wrong on anything. If these people to stop just being a dick when they talk,
listen,
and then smiley faces they do it because it's hilarious. I'm being a dick.
Yeah,
I get online to be a dick.
Yeah,
go in real life and be a dick. See how far you go then. Yeah. Go do that. Go do all that stupid shit you do online to somebody in real life, please.
No, listen. I agree. So I agree in that sense, right? That there's this veil of protectiveness that people have sitting behind the internet and a thing of anonymity, right? They say shit that's not whatever. But what do you then suggest as kind of like, you know, what we said earlier, kind of like, I guess where the future you see going, or what would be something that you would want to change, right?
We're getting farther and farther away from each other. from even caring. That's why the third thing I said was community. We're getting farther and farther away from caring for each other. When your whole shtick is let me try to irritate somebody I don't know, and that makes your fucking day, makes your dick hard and your pussy wet because you tried to irritate someone you do not know.
Wow.
That is farther away from community than you could ever be. Because if you have a community and a bunch of children and a bunch of adults and they're actually trying to build, that would be the last thing you would try to do to a complete stranger. What you would try to do is understand and build with them. So that's why most of the rhetoric that you hear from the left and the right is division. That's why they get to sell it. And that's why people will go ahead and vote for the person who's the most divisive. Listen to them.
He's voting for Kennedy.
Hold on. To be fair, Tommy, like Richard has this, like, you know, he said this before. You know, we've talked about this before. He's against like the online pornography, but he's pro prostitution. So like that's like an example of like, you know, having human contact, even if it is like, you know, moral, right? Is that?
I actually would agree with that.
Okay.
Because if you think about it again, that's stopped men from having the ability to even speak to other people. Have you noticed that most men, like these dudes and chicks on here, the stuff they're saying online is the only place they're comfortable doing it. They would not do or say any of this shit in someone's face. So while they're laughing and joking, I keep hoping that they'll get doxxed and somebody walk up and catch them at Walmart and say all that shit you said online when you were giggling and smiley facing, say it now. Men used to be able to talk to women, and now they will sit on their phones while they're on dates. Their dates won't even happen in real life. Their date will be online, and then they'll meet up and fuck.
You know, Tommy, I actually I filter myself more online than I do in real life, to be honest with you.
Well, she's a professional woman. She has herself out there. But let's listen.
Y'all heard that stupid shit. Pay attention, Caroline. I actually filter myself online more than I do in real life. That's a fucking lie. There's no one that does that. But you also know what you just seen. And what you just seen for the adults and the ages that it was of people here, that's been childish as hell.
I'm a keyboard warrior.
No, I mean,
and I've walked and seen it way too often, and it's scary. I'll get all these cheering of people saying, way to hold the black community and way to hold the black community in check and way to hold them accountable.
Are nicer in real life than on the internet. What's your point?
I'm scared of
nobody does the things that they do here to your face. So
in real life,
I actually do though, man. I actually do.
When you speak like that, I'm scared of people like you in real life, dude. No,
well, you should
I'm
be.
being totally serious. Like,
yeah, well, blacks are prone to violence. You should have to avoid them in real life too.
You should be, sir.
No, but I'm not.
So, okay, then we agree.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you saying you're scared of me. What am I supposed to try to convince you not to be?
Well, I'm just saying that you're complaining that people are like, detached from each other, and here you are, scaring.
Scaring?
Dude, if I met
I scared you?
Like
I didn't know I walked into a liberal room.
I don't think most of the people in here are scared. Just to be fair.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have anything better to say.
X is a professional like troll farm, like gladiator school for trolls.
Thank you, Mars. At least he's admitting it. That's the only point.
I think. By the way, Tommy, didn't Sneeko just get popped in the face for
doing what he thought he could do online in real life? Yeah. Yes, sir.
And
yes,
he got
sir.
Smacked, and it was on camera. So go watch it, everybody, because it's hilarious.
Okay, thank you. He thought that what he does online would be really funny to do it in real life. He forgot there was no screen in between himself and that man's fist.
I agree. The worst case about what's the name of this white he's like a, I forgot his name. He's like a white kid actually. He has these like weird like jawline. He looks like he has like cotton balls in his mouth. He has this like black guy go around, his bodyguard. He like fucks with people.
His name is Jack. He's a kid.
Yeah, Jack. I look at this guy, and I don't want to say anything because there's like terms of services, and I have to be careful. But like nothing makes me more angry than that type of behavior because he's fucking with people. This one time, this guy had his little fucking daughter, and he like bumped into him, and the guy like kind of got defensive. and then he has this like big like black bodyguard like go around. So if this guy reacts, like the guy will get beaten up. I've nothing like I don't even. It's so I can't even describe it. It's a false sense of bravado.
I saw that video. It was really irritating.
Yeah. So like,
well, and see, that's my point though. Think about it.
I mean, that's content, but there's a bunch of people.
Yes, that's what I mean.
That don't want to get caught outside, because there's a bunch of people that if they get caught outside, they're gonna get.
Hold on. That Tommy, let me.
That was Mars.
Is that's your boy?
No, I was just saying that was Mars,
Jack
not my boy.
or whatever. Top 3. That's your boy? Did you say that?
No, I said his name was Mars. You call him Tom, and I said no. That's it.
Oh no,
I didn't say he was my boy either, but he's nobody's
no one
boy.
said
That guy's just a content
creator.
creator.
Sorry. Okay, I thought. Okay, so what you're describing is real. Like I get what you're saying, but what do you want to change? Like, do you think that people they should lose anonymity online? Is that helpful? Like, what is your actual like solution for that? And I'm gonna go to Lucky after you respond.
Oh, I think it would. Let me just like a person who is in your room. I don't know him. It's like Mars just said. I don't know this person. Somebody named Jess Cat. They have their hands up. They tweeted me, and I didn't ask them to tweet me. They tweeted me, I agree. We used to be a community, and tweeted a whole bunch of white people with rebel flags as if that was going to offend me. Whatever it is you used to do, ma'am, I welcome you to go back to it. I welcome you to do what you just did to tweet in real life. Why wouldn't you do it in real life if you really meant it? That's when I believe people mean what they say, when they do it in real life. That's how I started this discussion, by saying we have a lot of people online that are revolutionaries, but they don't do anything in real life. If you felt that way, ma'am, you didn't need to tweet it to me. I didn't say anything to offend you. And this is when it's funny when y'all talk about people like Tariq Nasheed or these other idiots who are saying the stupid stuff on the left and the idiot pro-blacks. Well, when you got somebody that isn't doing what you claim, those people get the dindus, the ones who aren't acting like that, then you sit and fuck with them. Because I didn't do anything wrong. I tried to do what everybody else was doing in this conversation and just have a discussion. And I'm being greeted with assholes who's trying to do what? I have no idea. But you can't offend me, ma'am, because I'm richer than you.
You should remove Just a Cat. You should remove Just a Cat for doing that shit.
What would even be the purpose of it, though?
No, I just know. Listen, relax.
No, it's like if someone was DMing one of the women on stage sexual innuendo and inappropriate shit, you would remove them. What's the difference?
It's the first time I've ever spoken to Tommy, so no, he's in a different category.
I'm not saying Tommy. I'm saying the person that attacked Tommy in his DM. Fuck that shit. That's not a.
No, he's saying I'm in a different category. They're allowed to get their. They're allowed to get their bigotry off. They're allowed to get their bigotry off because, well, I'm up here to be the punching bag.
It is wrong.
All right, I put him in timeout. He's still in the space.
I'm okay with it. The thing is, it doesn't bother me. It's just allowed people, whenever I do things like this, it allows people to see that maybe it isn't the person when all those memes that go out that say it's the content of the character. Maybe it's not, because my character has been pretty high here. And I haven't been greeted with even.
So Tommy, so you're
Tommy.
So just okay. Go ahead, Richard. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Well, Tommy, like I don't give a shit about your character on some level because that's an unknowable thing, and you can always claim that you have a beautiful soul.
You can only go by what I've done here.
Your obnoxiously flat platitudes for 15 minutes. But how we don't have community, we don't respect one another. Be a man,
platitude.
Like just, dude, say something that has content in it.
I did,
and I might actually start to respect you. But if you're just going to sound
give a
like some
shit if
dumb
you don't respect
pastor,
me, Richard Spencer.
Like, why don't you go home?
Richard,
I don't care that you're
Dick,
some
why
good
do I
man
care if
or
you
whatever.
respect me or not, Dick? Dick, why do I care? I don't fucking know you. I don't fucking know you. I didn't cut your stupid shit off, and you said stupid shit, but you were allowed to say it.
Why don't you say something that has some
apparently
level of
I said something that somebody understood. I got a lot of hundreds.
Tommy, do you
Tommy,
know
Tommy, what are you trying to fuck now? What's wrong with you, Richard?
Tommy, listen.
Dick.
Tommy, listen.
Dick.
Tommy, you're going to listen to me. Do you understand?
Dick, you didn't listen to me. You understand?
Platitude.
Dick, platitude,
Yeah,
attitude, latitude,
anything,
gratitude. But I'm still not mad at
platitude
you.
is? Can you define platitude, Tommy?
Sir, can you define
what
my
that is?
nuts?
It is a statement that no one disagrees
Can you define
with.
my nuts?
Like, we should love
Like,
one another.
I don't understand,
Yeah.
Dick.
Like,
Why are you so
literally
mad
no
at me,
one
Dick?
could bring themselves to disagree with
When
that.
I
And
was
thus it
talking,
is
Dick, you
meaningless.
cut me off,
You
and you thought it was
sound like a
cute.
creature. And I'm
Platitudes.
tired of listening
Oh my
to your
God, is he
prattle.
speaking in
All right?
platitudes?
I know this probably
Oh my
plays
God,
well
he's
in other
speaking in
spaces,
platitudes.
but we
You
actually
didn't mute them.
make arguments.
Bussing.
You're
You
now
mute
making
them.
fun of my highfalutin voice.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
amazing.
You were making fun of my platitudes, weren't you?
Your
Why didn't you just
platitude?
let me
Yeah,
finish with my
no, that's
platitudes
delicious.
so I could have plateaued?
Sorry. Dude, you got to make an argument for something.
I
You gotta
thought I
make a
did. Some
point.
people understood
You've never
it.
been in an environment. Everyone listened to you and just nodded when you say
Sir, that's not what
meaningless
happened.
nonsense. You got to
That's not
make.
what happened.
Why don't you do this? I'll shut up. Why don't you tell me
Yes.
something that I don't fucking know, Tommy? Go for it, man.
My penis is 11 and a half inches. You didn't know that.
See, it's funny. Once I give you enough rope and you hang yourself, you give him space and he turns into like a caricature of an out of control.
Oh, but when you guys were doing it earlier, that was fine. When you guys were doing it and I was talking, it was cool,
when you
wasn't
did
it?
it, it's actually pretty fucking
We're actually
gross,
having a
Tommy.
pretty nice conversation.
You guys were doing it earlier. I'm just doing it now.
Came in here.
I came in here doing what, Richard?
Tommy.
Dick, what did I do when I came in
belong.
here?
You
I
just
wasn't even
belong,
asked to
because
speak,
the second
Dick.
I move you past the second I move you past platitudes, you go into like childlike discussions of penis size.
The second you move me past platitudes,
you don't belong in a place like this, Tommy. And
yes, I know. I'm not white,
and you should be grateful.
I'm not white
for
enough.
that.
I get it. I get it.
You're just.
I'm not smarmy enough when I talk to people.
All right,
I'm telling you the truth, and I'm one of the few people who will tell you the truth.
I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I get it. I get it.
You're just
I'm not
kind of
smarmy enough when I talk to people.
I'm telling you the truth, and I'm one of the few people who will tell you the truth. Other people will not.
And just so y'all know, they kicked me out. They took me off of the.
No, I didn't want.
They took me off.
Caroline, stop muting.